Hey guys, Arlo here. Today we're going to be taking a look at two new narrow gauge models that I finished recently, presenting Sig and Jack, the Bolster Wagons. Sig and Jack are based upon Festiniog Railway as-built wooden bolster wagons where the bolster is raised above the deck, allowing for an empty slate truck to fit under as an idler vehicle so they can take longer loads. With that out of the way, let's dive in for a look at the models. Starting off, Sig and Jack are primarily 3D printed minus things like axles, chain, etc. in IC3D ABS from my own CAD design, and the STL files for them are available in the description if you wish to print your own, so head down there if you like what you see here. Hands down, my favorite things about these models are their faces and moreover personality. Sig, as his name suggests, is smoking and looks a tad grumpy, whereas Jack is just kind of along for the ride, enjoying himself, but also just a tad ticked off. These are hand-sculpted Sculpey clay faces and easily some of the best I've done. The bolsters turn freely and are secured with a small screw, and then there is also a chain for securing the load. Of course, this can be unhooked at one end to lengthen or tighten it, and the stakes and the bolsters are just copper wire with heat shrink tubing on it, as it's a bit more durable than paint and it makes them thicker. They use a chain and hook all-in-one sort of coupling that can be found throughout Welsh narrow gauge railways, and couple simply by taking the hook from one car and putting it into the chain link of the next, as seen here. These are somewhat inaccurate to say the Festiniog Railway, as they have their eyelet on the end beam, not underneath it, so the end of the car is unable to act as a buffer like the prototype, but seeing as I don't run in reverse basically at all, this doesn't bother me. Also, like the prototype, Sig and Jack are semi-permanently coupled together, but can be uncoupled through a small sprung clasp. Underneath, they have brass axles on printed wheels that have to stay very well lubricated in order to roll, as the friction between the brass and the plastic is rather high. You can also see their names written dodgily in silver Sharpie. All in all, I am very pleased with these models and I can't wait to film with them. If you have any comments, thoughts, or suggestions for future model showcases, as always, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. This is all for now, and thank you for watching.